Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mona, and today we're going to be recording another video. This one's going to be all about friendships. Yes, friendships. Yes. So I'm really excited, and let's just get right into the video. Jump right in. Okay. So the first thing that's on my list, of just friendship advice is going to be centered around, a little bit of not even really just my experience, but some things that I've learned while like scouring the internet that I feel like a lot of us share in common. And just some things, just to, you don't have to like stay away from these people because sometimes these people are good for a moment in your life, but it's always good to know who these people are and, you know, don't get offended when things end or, don't be like confused or like, why is this person like this? Just who they are, babes, okay? Yeah. So jumping right in, I'm of course looking at my book like always. Yeah, so jumping right in. The first friend that I'm going to, I think all of us know a little bit, about a little bit like to be a little bit wary about are the men obsessed friends. Okay, think Tina Belcher. Okay, the ones that are like boys, 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 boys. All right, they're only hitting you up when it's about a boy. You know what I mean? They're just like very hyper focused on it. Their whole life starts, begins, and ends with just a man in the center, main focus of it. They're ready to like ruin whole friendships over it. They like can't see when they're treating you badly because they're like, boy, 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 boy. The ones, okay? Or the ones that like to play naive when it comes to like, guys or boys, and you're like, if it, and it, literally, if it has to do with the man while your friendship is like starting to waver, beware of them because like they're always gonna be like that. They're always gonna put the men in their life first. No matter who it is, they're gonna accept any sort of man, any type of man, from low energy man. They're gonna run after the ones that are literally like garbage men. And I would just say be wary because at the end of the day, those type of friendships can be very draining. It could just bring you down and like you could just, it's not nice when you have problems in your relationship and it's just because of a guy. That is so shitty, okay? Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. That is so terrible. Okay? So I would definitely say be wary of those girlies or guys, okay? I don't have many guy friends, but I can just, speak towards the girls. Be careful of those ones, right? Or just relationship obsessed people, or just, yeah, the ones that are just always running after relationship. Okay. My next type of friend is going to be the ones that don't support you and they like, slash like kind of like putting you down a little bit. They don't congratulate you on any of they don't congratulate you on any of your successes. They don't compliment you. And they don't care about your wants, your needs. Like they just don't care about you. Like just be careful of those friends because like we all deserve to have people in our lives that are supporting us, that care about us, that want better for us. And like that's what you deserve. If you have a friend that's like, making you feel like you have to always second guess yourself when you're doing good. Like when you're doing good and your friends like making you second guess yourself, or they're making like all your successes like about them, you know? And like I'm not just talking about like one incident, I'm talking about like you can name like five, okay? Because that's just not that's not nice. You just want people in your life that are just going to be congratulating you, that are just going to be uplifting you, and yeah. Okay. The next type of friend, right? Not even friends. I think I've said this before and I will say it again, is third wheeling. I am a sucker for a good like third wheel type of thing, or like a three friendship group. I can just say through my experience, it's not as nice as it seems. I feel like if you're like me, and you're that one that's getting left out of the group, I would just say stay away from those. Like like it's either like you're leaving someone else out, or you're being left out. And like I feel like you can't, like, this may not be true for everyone, but I feel like you can't be the best type of friend that you could possibly be when you're in like a, you know, a 3-person friend group, unless you guys are just all really good at communicating and just caring about all of each other. I just feel like it's just what happens, you know what I mean? It's like long distance. You know what I mean? Like people are like, yeah, I want to do long distance, but you know, it's for a lot of people it doesn't work out. For some people it does. um yeah, yeah, you know, because I feel like if you're that person that's being left out, that means that, you know, you're probably being left out of like conversations and moments and like the other people's lives, and like they might not like check up on you as much as they do the other people in the group. So that's why I just feel like it could just make you feel lonelier, even though you have likely more friends in that group. So yeah. So then the next friend that I'm going to tell you to be a little bit wary about, or a friend that you might meet in your daily life. Like this is someone that I feel like all of us have had at one point in our lives. I feel like they kind of can be also like the an obsessed friend, or just a friend that's obsessed with being in a relationship. Like this friend is the no standards. Okay, they will accept anything, anyone into their lives. They do not care. I mean, this person could literally like let the door slam on their face and they would be like, and I know that like, I know there's been some discussion about this sort of friend, right? Like I've seen like on TikTok and stuff, people being like, oh, like I support my friends through all their bullshit, or oh my gosh, stop. I support my friend through all their like nonsense, or like when they just, you know, just like basically letting your friends with no standards just live their best lives, essentially. Quote unquote, live their best lives. Um and listen, technically what they're doing may not hurt you. It's just really hard to be around people who like don't respect themselves enough to care about who they leave in their life. It's really hard to be around those type of friends, because it's like I care about who I let in my life. I don't like really want to be around people who just let every single person do their life. You have no standards. There's no like discretion when it comes to people for you. That's scary. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, they basically just like those type of people can let, you know, people walk all over them, or specifically like relationships, let their partners walk all over them, or just let people put them in really bad situations because they just don't have any standards. They're just like they just let rugrats off the street come into their lives. So I would be careful. Or just when you have this type of friend, move accordingly. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Then my next friend, right? Are the one-sided friendships, basically, right? You don't ask questions about. I don't know if anyone's ever had problems with this. Maybe if you're not really like an open book per se, you might understand what I'm talking about. Because I know for me, I'm a bit more reserved. I take longer to like really open up to people, or just in general, like you just have people that just like love to go on and on and on and on and on and on themselves. So you might understand what I'm saying here, right? These are the type of friends, you know, you might just meet through like a group of people, right? Like you might just be in like the same group of friendships. You meet this person, you're like, you guys sure you like her? You guys sure you like him? You know, you might meet like in high school. I feel like most of the times, like this is more when you're younger, you're gonna meet this friend, because I feel like as you get older, you might be more like, you know, decipher through who you're gonna let in or not. At least I think you should be. But when you're younger, probably gonna meet this person a lot, because people they talk about themselves. But you might meet them still later on in life. But this is the one-sided friend. Okay, talking about they don't ask questions about you. They show little to no interest in you. They don't care about your life. It's basically about, it's not about them, and they don't care. Okay, those type of friends, I would say, definitely be wary of, because like I'm like, you're basically just like, you know, I don't even know. You can't really build a friendship off those people. You can't really get close to those people because they don't really care about you, and you kind of just feel like unimportant in that friendship. Those friendships typically don't even last long. I feel like you can pretty much notice right away when you're in those friendships and you're like, oh, you only care about yourself. I've met someone like that, and it's it's definitely it's a funny experience. That's all I'll say. A funny experience meeting people who like only act like talk about themselves. I feel like that only happens when you're raised a certain way. You must be an only child. Just don't understand. You only ask about yourself. I don't know. But yeah, okay. So I think I have one more friend, right? But this is the last. Okay. So this is the last friend. Okay, this friend. Oof, we all know them. We've all met someone like this. We either liked them a lot or hated them a lot. You know, you either, call you know, their bull right away, or it's just later on in life when you hopefully heard that. You either call their bull right away or it's later on in life that you notice, no, it. I don't know why I think this is so funny. This friend is a super fun friend. They're so much fun, right? You know where the party's at. They're always at the party every weekend, even weekdays. Okay, they're so much fun to hang around. They love to drink probably a lot or just do a lot of drugs. Okay, like I think that you probably will just meet them during like whatever party phase you're in of life. Okay, so some of us might be college, others might be like high school. They're just a super, super, super fun friend. I feel like you don't realize who this person is until later on in life that you realize that they're just a super, super, super fun friend. Okay. Um, right. So this type of person, right? When you realize like, hey, this person is like, they're always out, they're always partying, they're always hanging around different groups of people. Like 1 minute it's this group of friend, next it's this group of friend, next minute it's this group of friend. They're just basically just like friend hopping, party hopping. That's just their life. It's just that's what they're pretty much gonna do for the next like probably like I don't know, half of their lives, honestly. Right? So these friends, they don't really care about the friendships because they're just like looking for the next, fun. They're looking for the next excitement. They're just chasing the excitement. They can never sit still. Like they can never just honestly probably be by themselves for very long. Probably can after getting tired or sick from partying for a month straight. I'm not saying that like, side note or disclaimer, I'm not saying that like if you're in a stage of your life, sure some of us or many of us go through a stage of our lives where we're like, oh, I party all the time. But I mean like a person who has nonstop been partying since they're like 13. They have consistently been every single party and they're like 25 now and they're still going. Okay, and it's looking a little bit you know, unhealthy. Okay, it's looking a little more like therapy. Okay, those friends. Okay, um, yeah, like yeah, they can't sit still. They always have to do something. They're always trying to look for the next like, oh my god, where's the next hangout? They're the people that's like after party at the after party of the after party of the after party. They're at all the after parties. Okay, and they can be a bit opportunistic, right? They just have like really dangerous and like behavior, like they just do a lot of things that like can put them in really bad situations, and if you're with them, put you too. Those friends, honestly, I feel like all had this friendship because it's like it's too insane. Like I've met, speaking from my experience, I've met the super fun friend, been friends with super fun friends. I've seen other people who become friends with a super fun friend and how they change and leave, after a while with a super fun friend because they're like, or whatever, or how the super fun friend can change people. They're just whatever. They're like whatever those people, whatever. And I've also have met or like have a very close connection was still a super fun friend. It's just like someone who's like in the making of being a super fun friend, and you're just like, oh my gosh, you know. Typically, I would say that behavior stems from whatever trauma in life that they're went through, and now they're like, this is just who they are. This is how they deal with it. But it's just dangerous. Just dangerous. Okay. Yeah, but they feel fun at first, and they will have you go in places like you've never been before. You're like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. This is so cool. But like I said, at some point, it's gonna get dangerous. It's gonna be like, should I be here? We're gonna one day you're just gonna wake up. You're gonna be like, this isn't right anymore. Like this is not what I want anymore. And that friend will either drop you, like they're always willing to drop any friend at any moment, not because they have boundaries, but just because it's like once they don't need you, they're like, okay, bye. But they'll either drop you or you'll probably end up dropping them because you're like, you'll drop them because you're like, this is not who I am anymore. And I wish you would come along with me, but yeah, I don't think you will. Yeah, they're always partying, drinking, drugs, everything. They do it all. Okay. Um, yeah, yeah. Basically, like I would just say that these people, they probably won't change anytime soon. Don't You can try to change them, but it really won't work. It's gonna come from within. But just when you see them and you clock them, just not in a way that's like rude. Enjoy your time because you're probably going through a phase of your life where you're like needing that party, and that's why you probably met them. But just know like who with all these people, know who they are. Be wary. Don't let it like consume your life. Don't let it consume you. Yeah. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas, and it's gonna be New Year. Oop, it's going to be New Year's in a couple of days, so hopefully everyone's gonna have an amazing New Year's as well. You guys got something from this video. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm back for my next one. Bye guys.